I love the ternary operator. It's like a one-line if-else expression. Now, this is what it looks like. You have your condition, just like in an if statement, and then you would have a question mark. After the question mark, you have what's going to happen if the condition is true. Then you have a colon. Then you have what's going to happen if the condition is false. So we can replace an if-else statement like this into something using the ternary operator. So here we have this: if this condition is true, we're going to return true, else we're going to return false. Let's change this. So now we're going to use the ternary operator. So now it's just going to say return a equals B, that's the condition. Then we use the question mark. So if it's true, we're going to return true. And then we have a colon. And after the colon, we have what's going to happen if it's false, which is we're going to return false. Now, I'm going to be honest, you would never write a line like this in real life, because you could just write return A equals B, and this line's actually going to do the same thing as this line. However, I just wanted to give you a simple example of using the ternary operator. One of the great things about conditional or ternary operators is that you can nest them within each other, which gives them even more power. So we're going to write a function here, the function check sign, and it's going to return the string positive if this number is positive, negative if the number is negative, or 0. And we're going to use a nested conditional operator. So here it is, return, and first we're going to check if num is more than 0, and then we'll use the ternary operator. If so, the first thing after the question mark is if it's true. If it's true, we're going to return positive. If it's false, if the number is not more than 0, we'll do something else. But here's where we're going to have another ternary operator. We're going to check if num is less than 0. So if the number is less than 0, well, if that's true, we have to have the question mark for the ternary operator. If that's true, we're going to return negative. And if it's false, that's where the colon comes in, we're going to return 0. So let's do this check sign. I'm going to do a console.log so we can see what this returns here. And we can see this is going to return positive. If we have a negative number here, it's going to return negative. Or if we have a 0, it's going to return 0. Now you'll see that after this colon, we have an entire ternary operator. So if this is true, we just return positive. If it's false, then we do everything here, which is another ternary operator, where it checks if this is true, and if that's true, we return negative, and if it's false, we return 0.